It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates, we're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, 2-time regular season MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special, and needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Oh, intercepted on the... Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Carr working out of the gun. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
After the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a first down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch.
And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Play action now. It's caught. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Open man down the field, it's Olave. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And the shotgun. It's Carr. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's Xavier Worthy and his Kansas City teammates getting set for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. In trouble, and down he goes.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete. That's Justin Watson.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Travis Kelce, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again. Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half, You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Saints offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 6. Carr to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick-6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick-6.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Carr. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Shaheed with the catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. To throw is Carr. This one on target to Olave. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Oh, man, Mike, that is a heartbreaker. I mean, from this distance, he really does everything right. I mean, off his foot, it looked dead down the middle. It just runs out of steam there at the end. He ends up being denied by the crossbar.
Here's a run with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in KC with the defending champs, the Chiefs, on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Third and 6. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. To the outside, complete to Johnson.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points.
He fumbled the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now, Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now, a carry for Hunt. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up third and 3. To throw is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Kelsey. Complete. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at a first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, KC. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Carr. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Carr. At deep for Olave. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Next the score, Chiefs 21, Saints 7.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll go with the counter on first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string them out wide, nowhere to cut, take them down for a loss.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Chiefs have run out to a 24-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Carr. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down back in the backfield in the area of holding. That's on the former 1st-round pick, Cesar Ruiz. Carr now. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.